The newsroom had been buzzing since morning, phones ringing, reporters running, editors shouting. A high profile murder case had shaken the entire city, and as one of the top journalists, you had been given the responsibility of breaking the story first. Unfortunately, your boss was him, your childhood enemy, now a CEO, and still the same irritating man who knew exactly how to get under your skin. You stood near the conference table, files in your hand, when his voice cut through the room like a blade. Reporters, if you don't bring me something concrete in the next 2 hours, forget the promotion, it's gone. All the reporters present in the room tensed, but you didn't. You raised an eyebrow, not impressed. You know, for someone sitting comfortably in his big cabin, you speak a lot about field work. He stepped closer, and for someone who claims to be the best investigative journalist here, you were slow today. Or maybe you were just impatient because you like watching me work. His eyes twitched, irritated, maybe because you were right. Don't flatter yourself. I don't admire unprofessional behavior. I'm sorry I couldn't hear you over the sound of your ego entering the room before you. A few employees quietly gasped. They know that only you have the audacity to talk back to the CEO, and for some reason you always get away with it. You two had always been like that, ever since school, fighting, pulling each other's hair, metaphorically, calling each other names, never agreeing on anything. But both of you were brilliant at your jobs, which made everything worse. 2 hours later, you stood in the studio, mic clipped neatly to your blazer. The harsh lights warmed your skin as the camera crew fixed angles and the floor manager signaled countdown with her fingers. You took a small breath. The moment the red recording light blinked on, you changed. All your personal chaos evaporated, your rivalry with Jungkook, your irritation, your stress, everything faded. You became Lee Vian, the sharp, fearless primetime anchor the whole nation trusted. Your voice turned steady, clear, and powerful. Good evening, viewers. This is Lee Vian reporting live on the city's most disturbing case of the year. The room went silent except for your voice. Earlier today, prominent businessman Choi Jun-hyuk found dead inside his penthouse suite. What initially appeared to be a burglary has now taken a much darker turn. You held the camera with your eyes firm, unblinking. Police have confirmed there was no signs of forced entry. This suggests only one thing: the killer was someone the victim trusted. The camera slowly zoomed in. You continued with perfect composure. A glass containing a suspicious substance was found beside the body. Forensic team are analyzing it as we speak. Meanwhile, investigators are questioning close acquaintances, including family and business partners. You paused professionally. We will continue to track every move in this investigation and bring verified updates the moment they arrive. This is Levian, Channel 7 News. Stay with us. The red light switched off. The entire crew finally exhaled. But your eyes instantly went to the glass control room window where Jungkook stood. He wasn't supposed to be there. He didn't need to be, yet he was. Arms crossed, expression unreadable, eyes only on you. You were unaware while speaking, but now you noticed the intensity. He didn't blink, didn't move, didn't pretend to hide that he had been watching. And for a second, just one, he forgot he was your childhood enemy. Because in that studio, in that spotlight, with that voice, you weren't the annoying girl he loved to fight with. You were someone he admired, someone who made his chest clench. He quickly turned away when he realized you had seen him, but not before you caught the soft, grudging whisper he didn't meant to let slip. Damn it, why does she look so good doing this? His admiration lasted exactly 3 seconds. Then he put his arrogant mask back on, ready to fight with you the moment you stepped out. You walked out after the broadcast, removing your mic. Well, did I disappoint you or did the great CEO find a flaw? He pretended to be bored. Average, I've seen better. You scoffed, rolling your eyes. Do you ever stop lying or does it come naturally now? He stepped closer, too close. You think you intimidate me? No, but I know I annoy you, and honestly, that's enough. Your colleague and close friend Rian walked in right that moment. Hey, the way you cracked that segment was amazing. Seriously, no one can do it like you. He casually placed a hand on your shoulder. Jungkook's eyes changed, darkened, sharpened, jealousy pure and obvious. Rian leaned closer to show you some information on his tablet. You laughed softly at his joke. Jungkook's blood boiled. He stormed forward. Miss Lee, I need you in my office now. You looked at him. I'm busy. I wasn't asking. You crossed your arms. You know you talk like you own me. I own this office and you are in it. You rolled your eyes but followed him, mostly because you didn't want a scene. Inside his cabin, the door closed loudly. He turned to you, a bit annoyed. What was that outside? You frowned. What? A normal conversation between friends? He scoffed, running a frustrated hand through his hair. A normal conversation? He was touching you. You raised a brow. Wow, did it hurt you somewhere? Maybe in your jealous little heart? He blocked your way, pressing a hand on the wall near your head. I'm not jealous. Then why are you breathing like you want to throw him off the building? His jaw clenched, his eyes dropped to your lips for half a second too long. You noticed, he noticed you're noticing, so you made it worse just to annoy him. You smirked. Relax. It's not like you have feelings for me. Don't test me. Later that night, the team gathered at a media bar to celebrate the broadcast success. You had a drink, then another and another. Jungkook was there too, sitting at the counter, watching you with an unreadable expression. Rian sat beside you, joking, touching your hand again while laughing. Every time he touched you, Jungkook drank more. By midnight, the argument began. Do you have no sense? Stop letting him cling to you like that. Oh, please don't act like my husband. You are embarrassing yourself. And you are embarrassing evolution. Luckily, everyone left by that time. It was just you and him. One insult led to another. One push led to another step closer. One heated breath became two. You were both drunk, angry, jealous, stupid. And suddenly his lips crashed onto yours. It was messy, desperate, loud. You pushed him, he pulled you closer. Your hands grabbed his collar, his arms wrapped around your waist. The fight turned into something else entirely. He whispered against your mouth. I hate how you make me feel. Good, I hate you too. But your body didn't hate him. Neither did his. One moment you were arguing in the club, the next moment the door of his cabin in the office slammed shut and his mouth was on your neck, your hands tangled in his hair, clothes falling, breaths mixing. You didn't talk, you didn't think, you simply lost control. It was angry, hot, reckless, a mistake you both promised to forget, and by morning, you remained enemies on purpose. But destiny wasn't done yet because a few weeks later you stood in the washroom of the office holding a pregnancy test with trembling fingers and the two red lines stared back at you. Your enemy, your boss, your childhood rival. The man you hated the most was the father of your child. The pregnancy test trembled in your hands. Your legs felt weak, your heartbeat pounded in your ears, and for a second, You thought you might faint right there in the washroom of the office. Your mind went blank, then exploded with 1,000 thoughts. No, this can't be happening. It was one night, a stupid, drunken, angry mistake. He can't. We can't. You pressed a hand to your mouth, stopping a sob from escaping. Through the door, you heard footsteps and voices, reporters running around, editors shouting, cameras being moved. The normal chaos of the newsroom continued as if your world hadn't just flipped upside down. You shoved the test into your bag and splashed cold water on your face. You needed to breathe, you needed to think, you needed to hide this from him, especially him, because if Jungkook found out, your life won't remain the same even for a day. You walked out of the washroom with trembling hands when, Wyan, his voice made you freeze. Jungkook stood in the hallway, one hand in his pocket, the other holding some reports. He looked annoyed, but not unusually annoyed, just normal annoyed. You lifted your chin. What? You are late for the briefing. Then start without me. Jungkook leaned closer, narrowing his eyes. You look pale. What's wrong with you? Your stomach twisted painfully. Nothing. I'm just tired. You are never tired. There's a first time for everything, right? He studied you for a full second. You avoided his eyes. That was your first mistake because Jungkook always noticed everything. Always. Even though you both claim that there's no love in between. The murder case had advanced. A new suspect appeared. Someone powerful. Jungkook wanted updates. You tried to stay focused, but your mind drifted constantly. Nausea, dizziness, fear. During the briefing, you zoned out mid-sentence. Jungkook's eyes snapped to you instantly. Lee Wyan. His voice cut like a knife. Are you even listening? You flinched. Of course I am. I'm just... You grabbed the table when your vision blurred for a second. Ryan immediately reached for your arm. Hey, are you okay? Jungkook's jaw locked so sharply it looked painful. Remove your hand from her. She's dizzy. I said remove it. Everyone got shocked seeing Jungkook's jealousy and anger, but he didn't care. You pulled your arm away quickly. I'm fine. Both of you stop acting like I'm about to die. But Jungkook didn't buy that. His dark eyes stayed glued to you the rest of the meeting. The studio was freezing, but the lights were boiling hot. You were already feeling dizzy before the broadcast started. A strange heaviness in your head, the room tilting just a little, but you ignored it. You were Lee Wyan, the nation's anchor. You don't mess up live. Ready in 3, 2, 1. We are live. Your posture straightened, expression sharpened. You went into full anchor mode instantly. Good evening. This is Lee Wyan reporting live on the... Suddenly your vision blurred. The headlines on the teleprompter doubled. Your heartbeat thudded strangely loud. Your chest tightened. You blinked hard, once, twice, trying to refocus. Then everything went black. Your knees gave out and as you fainted, Wyan, someone call the medic. Turn the cameras off now. The whole set turned into chaos and then the door opened loudly. Jungkook came running. Move, get out of my way. He practically shoved through the crowd, dropping to his knees beside you instantly. His hands shook as he cupped your face. Wyan, open your eyes. Hey, look at me, Wyan. You were unconscious, head leaning against his chest. He didn't think, didn't calculate, didn't behave like the arrogant enemy he always pretended to be. He just lifted you in his arms like it was the most natural thing in the world for him to carry you. Sir, the doctor is coming. I'm not waiting. He rushed, practically running straight to his cabin. He placed you gently on his leather couch, brushing hair off your forehead with trembling fingers. His voice was shaking. Why, what happened to you? Why didn't you tell me you weren't feeling well? He wasn't even aware he said tell me, like he had a right to know. Minutes later, the doctor arrived. He checked your pulse, your pressure, your blood sugar. Then he sighed, removing his glasses. She's pregnant. The room fell into a deep silence for a second. Absolute suffocating silence. Your colleagues gasped outside the glass window, but Jungkook froze. His entire face went blank. Like someone unplugged his thoughts. What? She's about 5 weeks along. It's very early, but fainting is common. She needs rest and no stress. Stress. And who gave you stress? Him. The doctor left quickly, sensing the tension. You slowly open your eyes, blinking, confused, weak. Jungkook? He stared at you like he had seen a ghost, and then it hit him. His eyes widened as memories punched through the drunken fog. That night, the stupid, reckless night, your fight, your stubbornness, his anger, the tension, the way he got jealous, the way you grabbed his shirt, how he pushed you against the wall, his breaths on your lips, the kiss that wasn't a kiss, it was a collapse. He remembered and his voice cracked. Why was it me? Your eyes filled with fear, embarrassment, helplessness, but you nodded just once, and Jungkook's world split in half. He stumbled back, running a hand through his hair. Oh God, I didn't even remember why and I. He looked at you, genuinely terrified of himself. I got you pregnant? Your lips trembled. Yes. His breath left him in one sharp exhale, and then he sat down on the floor, not the chair, the floor, like his legs couldn't hold him up. He covered his face. What have I done? Your eyes met, and he saw no emotion in your eyes. You weren't scared, but you were also not expecting anything from him, and he was terrified. Outside his cabin, the entire agency felt like a burning building. Whispers, gasps, people rushing around with wide eyes. Everyone knew. But she's not even dating anyone. How is she? Is she seeing someone secretly? This is unbelievable. She fainted live. Of course, people will talk. Every hallway you passed, every corner, every desk, eyes followed you. Not sympathy, not warmth, shock, judgment, and curiosity. Your head throbbed, your hand shook, your breath felt too thin, and then you heard it. Someone whispering, who even is the father? That broke something inside you. You clenched your fists. Your vision blurred for a second. You wanted to scream, cry, vanish, anything. That was the moment Jungkook walked out of his cabin looking deadly calm, dangerously composed. His jaw tight, his eyes sharp, his shoulders squared like he was stepping into war. People froze on instinct. He walked straight to you. And then he said something that shook the entire floor. The child is mine. The entire agency turned into a statue, mouths opened, eyes popping, silence so thick it felt like a storm before lightning. Someone dropped a file, someone else forgot to breathe. Your heart hammered in your chest. He didn't stop there. He stepped closer to you, close enough that you could feel the heat radiating off him. But his voice remained iron, steady. Yes, I am the father, and I'm standing right here. People whispered, screamed. What? Him and her? But they always fought. They don't even like each other. The pressure on your chest became unbearable. Your knees nearly buckled, but Jungkook moved in front of you slightly like he was shielding you from the entire building. And then he did something even you didn't expect. Not today, not ever. He turned to you fully, took a deep breath, and without a second of hesitation, he got down on one knee. Your soul left your body. Gasps filled the hallway like fireworks exploding. A manager literally choked on his tea. His eyes never left yours. I don't care how this looks. I don't care what anyone says. He swallowed. You are carrying my baby, and I will not let you face this alone. Your breath caught. Your vision blurred again, but not from fainting this time. You never thought he would accept all this so easily. You never thought he cared so much. Marry me. Your eyes widened. Not because of the child. He looked down, then up, vulnerable in a way you had never seen. But because I want to. Because I choose you. Say yes, please. The entire agency held its breath. Nobody moved. You tried to control your tears. You never thought you'll get this much emotional by his confession. We are enemies, aren't we? There was a moment of complete silence. Jungkook slowly stood up, eyes locked with yours, expression serious, almost tired of pretending. Do you still believe that lie? Your heart skipped because deep down you knew. You had never truly hated him. There were hidden feelings behind every fight, every insult, every slam of a door. He exhaled softly and extended his hand toward you. I'll confess first, so you won't hesitate. You froze, his voice softened just a little. I was always in love with you. You were the only girl who kept me hooked, even when we fought all our lives. But now I want to love you properly, cherish you, show you how much I really do. Tears filled your eyes instantly. He swallowed, keeping his voice steady but quiet. If you feel the same, you don't have to say it. Just take my hand and I'll understand. Your fingers trembled, but slowly you placed your hand into his. A small smile formed on his lips, the softest smile he ever gave you. You looked at him, eyes shining. I love you too. Always have, and I'll marry you. He didn't wait another second. He pulled you closer by the waist and kissed you. Firm, relieved, full of the years he spent hiding everything. Everything finally made sense. Everything finally felt right. That beautiful accident finally made you both confess your true feelings for each other.